Growing up in Allegan, Michigan, I had heard the name General Benjamin Dudley Pritchard quite a few times. I knew he had lived in Allegan because his house, with the stairway he handmade, is among one of the many historic sites in town. It's even rumored his horse is buried in the yard. And I knew General Pritchard himself was buried in the local Oakwood Cemetery, but I never knew the whole story of what he had done to make him a local and even national hero.
Benjamin Dudley Pritchard was born in Nelson, Ohio on January 29, 1835. He moved to Allegan in 1856 to study law under Judge W.B. Williams after he graduated Herium College in Ohio. He attended the University of Michigan in 1858 and taught at Allegan Public Schools. He graduated in 1860, was admitted to the bar, and began a law practice as a partner with Judge Williams. In 1862, both Pritchard and Williams joined the Union Army. Pritchard was a part of the 4th Michigan Cavalry and was captain of Company L, which was only one regiment that consisted of men from Allegan.
It was men from Allegan who captured the Confederate president and the Confederate officers in the capital, and that ended the war. Well, that's how he got to be a general. They captured him when they were trying to escape down in Georgia. One of the men from Martin recognized Jefferson Davis, even though he was wearing a long kind of a raincoat, but he recognized his feet. He had feet that were too big for a lady, so he grabbed him when he was he said he wanted to go down and get a bucket of water for the ladies, and the guards that General Pritchard had left around the camp said, okay, you can go down and get a bucket of water. But this man from Martin, Andrew B., his name was, and he recognized Jeff Davis, so he grabbed him by the arm and he said, I don't think you're a woman. Jefferson Davis threw his coat open, then he said, I'm not. It's a good thing he didn't walk down, because he had a horse all saddled and tied, so he could have escaped, but they found the horse, so they captured it, and Andrew Bree was so proud.
After the capture of Davis in Irwinsville, Georgia, General Pritchard made sure to give credit to each person responsible, like George Munger and Andrew B. He returned to Allegan to start a family with his wife, Mary Bentley Kent, who he married while he was on short leave from the war in September 1864. His home at 300 Davis Street overlooked downtown Allegan.
He was an active part of the Allegan School Board for many years, and in those years a high school was organized and its first class graduated in 1876. The First National Bank of Allegan was organized by Pritchard in 1870 and was the first bank to install deposit boxes and the first bank in the county to be a state depository. He served as president of the bank until 1905. He served as state treasurer of Michigan from 1880 to 1884. General Benjamin Dudley Pritchard died on November 26, 1907, after complaining of chest pains and a case of acute angina. It was the first day he had taken off work in 40 years.